Listen, if you give me a couple of minutes, I'm about to make you a credit genius and tell you some things that they don't want you to know. Why would I do this? Being that I own a credit restoration company, is because I don't want them to take advantage of you. And if you learn what I'm about to share, it positions you to know if someone has your best interest at heart or not. So listen up. Plus, knowing these things is what allowed me to have 800 credit scores in my 20s. So if you learn something, give me a like, share, and a follow. That's all I ask. So let's see, when it comes to your credit profile, it's important that you know that credit is a holistic item. So you must take a holistic approach. So let's talk about it. The Fico scoring model is the model that the lenders use when they want to determine whether or not they want to let you qualify for whatever it is that you want to qualify for. The first thing I want you to point out is that red sentence right there. You automatically start off with 300 points. Why is that important? Because that means that you're not striving for the whole 700, whole 800, whole 850. You're just trying to get the 550 points that are available to you, and this is how you do it. Number one, payment history. That's 35% of your score. 192.5 points come from that alone. So it's very important that you make on-time payments because it affects your payment history. And if you have any late payments, see if you can negotiate some terms and get it removed, get it updated to positive, because that is contingent as it relates to you maximizing the amount of points that you get from payment history alone. Number two, credit utilization. This is a major one. You have the most control over this one because this is dealing with credit cards and the balance that you carry. That's 165 point potential that you get, and it's 30% of your score overall. You want to keep your utilization under 10%. Single digits is where you want to be. Number three, credit history. That's the age of your credit. That takes time because if your credit had a date of birth, what would it be? That's your credit history. There are strategies to get your credit history intact, but we don't recommend trade lines. Number four, new credit. And that's basically your last 2 years. Your most recent 2 years has the biggest impact, and that's that percent of your score, 55 points, or 10% of your score that comes from new credit alone. Credit mix, 55 points as well. That's basically having a diversified portfolio that reflects that you're good at using multiple types of credit. Now, this is what I really want you to make note of.
Now for a brief blooper break when I thought I stopped recording.
It's still recording. Now, if you're striving for an 800 credit score, take notes, screenshot, whatever you got to do. It's important that you understand this formula in order to maximize your potentials of having 800 plus. Your payment history needs to be flawless. You want to get as many of those points that are available in order to maximize your potential. Your credit utilization, no question, has to be in the single digits. And a lot of times that helps you, and they even give you higher credit limits when they see that you're properly utilizing your credit because you are lower risk as it relates to using credit cards. Credit history, you want to have 9 years plus. Now, there are some times you can get it before then, but 9 years plus is a great gauge as it relates to maximizing the 800 point potential. You want to have no hard increases. It's likely that they can come, but definitely little to none. Credit mix, diversified portfolio, and last but not least, make sure you're using your credit card so you can maximize the point potential. Like, share.